Hello everyone. Today we will see the topic balancing of chemical equations. If we talk about balancing of chemical equations, it simply means justification of law of conservation of mass. As you all know, law of conservation of mass states that total mass of the reactants must be constant to equal to total mass of products in a chemical equation. Now, the total mass of reactants and products can be determined by equalizing the number of atoms of reactants as well as of that of products. Let's take an example of Mg plus O2 gives MgO. In this equation, as you can see, the number of atoms that are on the reactant side, that is Mg plus O2, and MgO is the product side. In this case, number of atoms of magnesium and oxygen are not equal. So such kind of equation, as you know very well, will be considered as skeletal equation. Now this kind of skeletal equation we need to balance. So our ultimate aim is to equalize the number of atoms of each element on both the sides of the equation, that is on reactants as well as on product side. Now before doing this, we need to keep a few points in our mind. For example, number one, whenever we see the formula of any compound in the equation, never ever change the formula. We cannot change the formula of any given compound in the equation. Here in this example, we have the compound magnesium oxide. So we cannot change the formula. It will always be MgO. If we try to make it Mg2O, then also it will not be called as magnesium oxide, or if we try to make it as MgO2, then also it will not be called as magnesium oxide. It means we cannot change the original formula of a compound. Next point is, we have to use always a whole number. In the equalizing the number of atoms, we cannot use any integer or any fractions. Any fraction or any integers cannot be used. Now the third very important point here is, we have to add whole number before the formula only. Now it means to say, let's take an example of this equation here. Here I have used Mg. Now if I have to increase the number of magnesium atoms, then I can write a number before the symbol of magnesium. That will be only the possible way. If we try to convert it as Mg2 by putting the number 2 at its subscript, it will be considered as wrong. So the correct way is to put a whole number before the symbol of that atom. Same we can do by taking O2 also. Here in O2 also, I cannot make it as O3 simply by increasing the number of atoms. If I increase it into O3, its name will get changed. It will no more remain oxygen. It will rather become ozone, which is not our molecule which is to be taken. So if I want to increase the number of O2 molecules in the equation, I can write any number before this. For example, here I have mentioned here 2. So 2O2 is the right way in order to increase the number of molecules. Now same with that of MgO. If I have to increase the molecule of magnesium oxide, then I cannot mention it as Mg2O or as MgO2, because it will change the formula of the magnesium oxide, and we cannot change the formula of the compound. So only the way is, we have to increase a number before the whole formula. Now one very important thing here is, in this case, first case where we have used put a number 2 before Mg symbol, it means 2 atoms of magnesium. Now in the second case where I have put 2O2, it means 2 will be multiplied by 2 atoms of oxygen. So overall it will have 4 atoms of oxygen in 2 molecules. And in the last one here, this 2 will be multiplied with Mg also, and it will be multiplied by oxygen also. So overall it will have 2 atoms of magnesium, and it will have 2 atoms of oxygen, and total it will have 4 atoms. So I hope by keeping these important things in your mind before balancing the chemical equations, it will help you a lot. So that's all for this. Thank you. Take care.